Hey guys, welcome to Breen Basketball. Today I'm doing a different style of video. It's still going to be me recapping the games, but I'm going to do it with, instead of showing my face, it's going to be pictures instead, because I think it'll be better in that situation. So the first thing I want to talk about today is I'd like to apologize to Russell Westbrook. I've been a Russell Westbrook hater for a long time because Damian Lillard's my favorite player. So Russell Westbrook sort of was always the punching bag in my eyes, and it was the trend to hate him. But watching him this playoff series on the Clippers, he's an incredible basketball player, and I'm actually really, really rooting for him right now. The way he's playing, if Kawhi or Paul George was there, the Clippers would probably be up 3-1 right now, but because he's all alone, they're down 3-1. So, yeah, it's really unfortunate because he's playing probably the best playoff basketball he's ever played in these past two games. Because in the past, he didn't play good in the playoffs. And they're going to lose the series most likely unless they come back 3-1, which probably won't happen. So, yeah, that was a great game. Props to the Suns. Devin Booker continues to be the best player in these playoffs. Or Jokic, one of those two. Devin Booker, literally, he just does everything. He plays defense. He gets steals. When balls are going out of bounds, he's the one diving to get them. He had a crazy play where the ball, it was a miss, and it came off the rim out of bounds. And Devin Booker predicted that it would do that. Dove out of bounds and passed it, perfect pass to his teammate. It was ridiculous. And he hits all his shots. KD continues to hit all his shots. The one thing with the Suns that really, trips me up is they have, the most minutes by far for their stars. Devin Booker and Kevin Durant are averaging, over 42 minutes per game in these playoffs. And Chris Paul's averaging over 40. So, and these are injury-prone players. Devin Booker's the only one that really stays healthy for the most part. So playing these heavy minutes, I don't see them all staying healthy, which is the only thing I think that could stop their playoff run. The other games yesterday were, you had Nets, Sixers, and James Harden has played terrible in these playoffs. There's really no way to cushion it. Yes, he almost had a triple-double, but shooting 4 for 20, or whatever it was, I think it was 4 for 20. When you are by far the star player, the best player in the game by a mile, Joel Embiid is out, your team needs you, and you are going to shoot 4 for 20. Yes, they won the game, but that is mostly because the Nets just played terrible. If the Nets played decent, which the Nets, let's be completely honest here, that is not a playoff team. The Nets got carried by Kyrie and KD and barely made the playoffs, and still were up at halftime in 3 of the 4 games. The Sixers need to chill. They need to get their act together, because if they keep playing like this, in the next round they're most likely playing the Celtics. There is no shot they beat the Celtics the way they're playing right now. They need James Harden to step up. They need Embiid to be healthy, because he's already getting hurt, which is just not a good sign. And they need Tyrese Maxey's been great, and so is Tobias Harris. So those two are fine. Just keep playing them the way they are. They need to get their act together. They swept this series, but honestly, it wasn't a convincing sweep. It was honestly, I thought the Nets were going to take a game because the Sixers were just playing bad. The next game I want to talk about is Lakers-Memphis. So this was an incredible game as far as the Lakers go. They were up at 27 at the end of the first quarter. Memphis only scored 9 points in the first quarter. And then Memphis did play much better the rest of the game. Ja Morant had a ridiculous game, 45, 9, and 12, I'm pretty sure. He played out of his mind, but everyone else on Memphis kind of played like trash. And yeah, it was fighting an uphill battle because you dig yourself into such a big hole in the first quarter that the rest of the game you are trying to come back from down 30 basically, and they just couldn't do it. Memphis outplayed the Lakers in the other 3 quarters, but that means nothing because the game was decided after a quarter. There was no one on the planet who thought Memphis was winning after that first quarter. So yeah, Rui Hachimura continues to be the Lakers' best bench player and one of their best players. I'm only saying this because he's my favorite Lakers player. LeBron is great. Anthony Davis played awesome, finally, because they needed that. So yeah. And then the last game, Bucks Heat. So the Giannis-less Bucks lost to the Heat. They got destroyed. Jimmy Butler went on a tirade. Like, his best playoff game in a while. Just went absolutely ballistic. So the Bucks are now down 2-1. Just lost a home game. Giannis isn't there. So I would be like, oh, don't worry about it. Because I can't see them losing a game with Giannis playing. But at the same time, if Giannis doesn't play game 4, now there's a realistic world where you're down 3-1. And no one wants to be in that situation. So the Bucks need to pray that Giannis is there for game 4 so they could tie it up. Because, yeah, this is just bad. You need Giannis. He's the best player in the world. He's by far the best player in the series, far and away. There's nothing Miami can do to stop him. Even if it is injured Giannis that can't really move around as much and isn't as athletic, he will still the Bucks will still easily win. But the way it is now, they need something. They need Giannis to play. That just case in point. That's all I have to say about that series. It'll probably go to 7 because Giannis will probably be injured and sort of play, but not be fully himself. Miami will probably take game 6 or something, and then Bucks in 7. This series should have been over in at most 5, but injuries have already ruined this playoffs so much. Yeah. So that's all I want to talk about today. If anyone watches this, let me know if you like the new format. I kind of like it because I'm awkward in front of the camera, and when I can just talk into my phone, it's way more comfortable, and my thoughts sort of get out easier. So yeah, bye.